my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the comic collector geek, and I'm joined with my nemesis, the warmonger. Which, oh wait, we got another person, and we got Biggie, the immortal Biggie Shaq.
Oh,
Hey, Big.
I'm here. I made it.
Actually, you know what's funny? It's just the three of us. Is this live? Hopefully this is. Hopefully this is live.
Yeah.
Did it say
We're
live
10
on?
seconds.
It
On
said
YouTube?
live.
Okay. No, but the sometimes it says live at the top, right? But it's just recording for the back.
It says
end.
live on mine. It says live in 40 seconds. So.
Oh, okay, on YouTube. Okay, now I see people. People are actually watching us now. Okay. People think we're crazy. Okay, so see, where was K Munin all this time? I was like, where's K Munin? Good evening. Managed to catch your Friday edition? Yes. Generally I like to be a little schizophrenic at the beginning of my episodes. Like I'm not sure if people are gonna watch this or not, you know. So I brought some new books that I picked up this week.
Okay.
I brought some old books that I bought previously. I know Steven has some books that he's picked up. He's
Well, the
been
mail
doing a little
the
bit of
mail just
shopping.
delivered the mail delivered some today. So
Yeah, so we're gonna see some unboxings and we're gonna hang out with Biggie. Biggie, what are you up to?
I got some books.
He's got
You got some.
he's chained.
Yeah,
He's chained.
I'm just here hanging out, man. I got books like you guys too, dude.
Okay. Hi.
Nobody is watching except the watchers.
Except
That
the
sounds
watchers.
very cryptic, Bleeker.
And hi, happy Friday to you as well. And hi. Oh, and hi to the daughter as well. Okay, so I'm saying hi to everybody. I'm trying to be a good host and actually say hello to all the guests and stuff.
Acknowledge the chat. Very smart.
Acknowledge the chat. So what else? I'm trying to think of something that interesting that happened. Oh, tomorrow I'm actually going to be doing a live interview.
I saw your promo.
Yeah.
Who's the guy?
So he's one of the artists that's actually working on my comic.
Oh, for your book, your pinup book.
Yeah. So I really love his style. It's like you know how you like that guy from Scotland?
Ireland.
Ireland.
Shane McCormick.
Okay, close enough. Scotland, Ireland. They're all the same.
Ireland.
They all speak funny there, you know.
They don't take it all very seriously anyway, do they?
Epoch will pop in and say, "Oh, what are you saying?"
Crazy.
This guy is kind of got that cutesy style, a bit sexy and cutesy. Okay, so I'm going to be interviewing him tomorrow. His name's George Weber. So that should be fun. First time meeting the guy actually, because it's my partner. I have a business partner that is kind of doing the artist end. I'll be doing the marketing end, which is really this kind of stuff, like, you know, babbling about it on live streams. So, but it will be very interesting to meet the artist that's working on it, because he's done some pretty cute stuff. I hope he shows some of the stuff that he's doing for the comic.
Well, why don't you hit him up and tell him, I'd like to show, if you could have some stuff to show of our book to give, do a little tease. It couldn't hurt.
Yeah. So I told him to bring a bunch of artwork. Hopefully his stuff has a tendency being a little risque, but so I hope he doesn't bring that. But I told him to bring some stuff. So hopefully I'll also mention it once we confirm the time. It's at a weird time though. It's at 12:30. I'm not sure if it's Pacific time or Eastern time, so I don't know. But it'll be one of those interesting things.
Where is he?
He just watched a video about you. I guess you were attacking the Philippines in the Battle
of the Philippine Sea. Yeah.
So
we had to come from behind, right from because we got flattened at Pearl.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was that the aircraft carriers is what made the difference, not the battleships.
Yeah, actually,
destroyers and cruisers and what have you made a huge difference. But the flat tops was what made the difference, because the war changed completely. But
the Philippines really love the U.S. What?
So I gotta go find something real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. So, actually, the Philippines is very thankful to the U.S. When I was there was lots of like statues and stuff, or memorial things for the U.S. And part of the reason why, when you go there, you see a lot of couples, like these, like ex like military guys that have gone over there and found a little Filipino wife. Like it is what it is. It's like these big tall guys and little Filipino girls. Yeah, but I think they really did appreciate what the U.S. had done for them.
Well, we got the yoke of the Japanese off their neck.
Hmm.
Of course, we were there at the Spanish-American War. Then we had the Philippine insurrection with their head guy's name was Aguinaldo. Uh,
Hmm.
and they had Moros that would tourniquet themselves up and drink juice and stuff. And basically, they were suicide bombers, basically, back then.
Hmm.
It was
Kamikazes.
well, it was really not very good. We changed our tactics, and of course, we eventually won. But they didn't want the Japanese over them. They didn't want the United States over them either, which I completely understand that.
Hmm.
But we had Subic Bay, and I mean, we had a lot of naval stuff over there. Of course, the whole thing about what happened at Corregidor and all that other stuff, and then the Bataan Death March. It was really not.
Oh
It was
yeah.
really, really, really rough.
Yeah, I actually was in that area. That's actually where I stayed when I was there, believe it or not.
You stayed
Um,
in Bataan or on Corregidor?
Bataan.
Mm.
It's pronounced Batanan, but yeah, we'll go with it.
It's
Sorry.
Bataan, Bataan. At
Yes.
least that's how
Yeah.
we say it.
Yeah, but that's wrong.
Well, of course, since
That's what I'm saying.
since we won, we get to call it what we want to call it.
There it
It's
is. I found it.
it's Batanan. Yeah,
Batum.
it's Batanan.
Yes,
But yeah, but it's okay. It's okay.
Hawaii.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's okay. So yeah, I stayed there for a while actually, because I have one of my offices is there, so that's why. And then the other office is in Iloilo. So yeah, but yeah, no, it's a cool country. I like the Philippines just because everybody's small.
You're a
Makes me feel
giant.
I feel big for once in my life. I'm like always the smallest guy in the room. It's like it's really nice to be the big guy. So yeah, I enjoyed that element of the Philippines. Um, okay, so before we babble too much about the Philippines, this is not Filipino tourism. This
No.
is comics. Who wants to go first?
Well, you're the boss. You say who?
No. You guys volunteer. Do you want to, Biggie, or you want to go first, Biggie?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because I always put you first, Steven. I kind of want to switch it up a bit.
Well,
Okay,
that's
so
why I wanted to wait. I didn't want to go be. I mean,
okay, but get your book. Do the slicing and dicing part. Get that ready. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, that way.
I hate it. I hate it when tape's on the front of it. It's so unprofessional. It's not like me.
Oh, they put the bag and board backwards, like the bag backwards.
I double bag, and I have this in the front, and I put this on the back. But I wanted to show the one on the back, so I'll just move the tape from there. But
Oh, okay.
it's got a
Little
Hulk
Lotta.
Hogan guy, little Lotta.
I haven't seen a Hulk. That Hulk Hogan, really?
It's a little Lotta comic with a parody Hulk Hogan. Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. Wow, that's cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. Harvey Classics, little Lotta. I don't know if it's it's number 2, but yeah, it's obviously a Hulk Hogan parody.
Wow.
Um, I got these silver, bronze Superman recently. Still trying to stack up, see if I can sell them. So that's pretty cool.
Are you gonna do like mystery boxes or like just clean?
If people want to buy a mystery box, that's fine. But I'm gonna go on Hootats tomorrow, and I'll probably make like a Superman lot and probably put all these together. But Yeah.
They probably did a parody because the real image would cost them. Okay. That's nice. When's that from? That looks like what? How much? What's the price on it?
12 cents.
Yeah,
12 cents. So Silver Age.
Yeah, he's stealing silver bullion, coins, counterfeit money, gold, and all this stuff. And he's the outlaw Fort Knox. He's stealing for the mob. So
that's cool.
yeah,
so where do you get your books? Like some of these I haven't seen before.
My LCS in my antique shop, mainly my LCS lately.
Is it a pretty good like shop, or like is it big, or
They do have a ton of books. So if you were to a random obscure book would get hot all of a sudden from the 90s up until 2000 something, it's a good chance to be there, as long as it ain't like already popular or a key. Like they got a backstock of everything. The story is they were divorcing, this couple, right? So you would have the LCS right there, and then in the back, like the dude or the wife was like running another LCS, okay? And what they did was they would like, if the guy got 8 copies of something, then she'd get 20. So I'll find random books where there's like 50 of them.
And they were just battling to buy who could buy the most books?
I don't know the whole story, but that was it. Like it was like that's what they did. So
And did they go right back to the Silver Age, or just more like bronze and up?
Probably like bronze and up, yeah. Mainly like the 90s run. Like there's some cool like outlaw indie stuff in there that I've blown through, but it's just weird. There is weird stuff there I've never seen anybody show that I've got before, so they do pretty good.
I should tell you some titles to look for.
Yeah, they had this weird like pervy. I have to. I'm gonna send some pics. I'll show you the last book I got. It was in a magazine stack, and it's kind of like Seekers Peekers or some weird name. I don't know, dude. She had like 10 of them. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Like I was trying to find Knights of the Dinner Table and things like that.
I got this Knights of Dinner Table. Okay, I got this Spawn 350. This is the newest Spawn right here.
All right.
You don't get new books no more, Alan?
I do. Actually, I'm going to show some new books. I didn't pick that one up though, but I didn't. Even though I know it is a 350, which is kind of a big deal that it's gone that far. I didn't think Spawn was ever going to make it to 100, for example, or 50 even, but it made it to 350, which is pretty amazing.
I haven't read this one yet. I've seen a lot of. I don't think I've seen anybody ever show this one, so it's new to me. It's going to be fun.
Yes, Spawn is actually still going. It's really weird. That's what I'm saying. I was surprised that it lasted that long. I thought it ended like I stopped collecting Spawn when I think at issue 24, and then like only recently maybe a year or so ago I heard that, oh yeah, there's still Spawn coming out. I was like, wow, that's really crazy.
I got this really rad copy of First Blast Star.
Somebody bought the Superman balloon one that you showed. Oh, that's a cool. What issue number is that?
62.
Oh, nice early FF.
Yeah, First Blast Star. He's like a Galactus Herald, but a bad guy.
Yeah, I know Blaster. That's cool.
This reminds me of either 298 or ASM 299.
Are you sure that's the first Blaster, by the way?
I would be willing to put my my name on that's the first Blastar. Yes, Alan.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I mean, if it's a challenge in competition, we can figure it
out. I don't know. I'm not. I thought it was a different issue. I just remember a different issue with him on it. That's why.
I'm willing to put my reputation on that first. Let us know, chat. What up, TM and Beck?
What's the first appearance of Blastar?
Yeah, is this it?
Okay. Yes, you are right. I am wrong. I didn't know. I'm just saying. I thought there was
I
another
thought
one.
it was a little odd when you asked the number of it. I was like, I'm sure he's got this, but whenever you're like
I
a
don't
bigger,
have it. No, I don't have it.
oh, it happens. Yeah, I sent my buddy Doc the other copy I had because he don't have it either. Like you're going after some shit you want, like
Yeah, you know, it's like just a character.
that's how
Like
it
I've
goes,
heard it.
man.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of shit people would think I'd have too, but
Yeah, no, you got some cool books.
I love this book. This is a first super adaptoid, I believe.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, it's not the first adaptoid, but it could be the first super. And I just love the green
Yeah, I always
color.
thought those were kind of cool. Like,
Man, stunning in hand, dude. When you get a book like that in hand, it's like, oh yeah.
yeah. They don't necessarily translate that well on screen, but I know in person they can be really awesome.
So my copy of this, I believe the owner, you know how you can see how people trace over it and get it on, like they'll use a piece of paper and they'll trace the lines.
Oh, you can see the impressions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, right there
Little-
on the hand.
Especially on the hand and on the chest, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow. But
Yeah.
still really cool Spider-Man.
Oh, I love this book. Yeah. So someone took the time and traced all that.
Now,
They
who would
didn't
that
really,
be? Would that be Ramita that's doing that?
yeah. I mean, unless it's embossed, I've never seen another copy. I don't think in front of me, but it definitely looks like that has like creases in it.
Yeah, no. It's definitely somebody traced it. I mean, it's a cool Spider-Man image. That's probably why, right?
You'd think I'd be able to show how to do that by now, or be able to show it on camera. Here's another silver ASM. Oh man, it's got this bad tear down here by a stable. But besides that, it's a really good. Well, there's some other shit at the bottom. Anyway, I'll just show y'all.
Yeah. I've seen this one before. It's kind of a ripoff of 50 in a way, just the way he's walking off and you know what I mean? But it's yeah, very cool one. Death Without Warning.
It feels like another jail cell one to me. They go good
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. I didn't read that run of Spider-Man when he's in jail, so I like the demon though. Etrigan is pretty cool.
Yeah, nice copy of Demon. This is a foreign. I don't know where it's from. It might be Germany.
Somebody pressed his first Falcon. Ouch. It's traced on it. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, that's interesting. That
Yeah,
doesn't look like what you said. That's from Germany.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, the box, the top left box is totally different than the usual. I
That's what
have
I'm
that book.
saying. Yeah. It looks
It's an
really
entirely different looking cover.
yeah. And that's the
I got.
Absorbing Man, the first
Yeah,
Absorbing Man.
it is First Absorbing Man. It's got the wrong number on here too. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Um,
usually they would number it differently. Like whatever they would start like maybe 10 years later or something crazy.
it says Dar Mestige Thor or something up here in the corner. That's pretty cool. This is one of my favorite Superman comics. It's a good copy.
Oh yeah, Parasite.
There's a pinup inside. Is the pinup in it?
I'm very aware it's signed from Superman with lightning striking him.
Oh really? I've never
Oh,
actually I should open it up and take a look
here,
at
I'll
the
show you.
Okay, cool. I don't open my books. I'm stupid that way. I always look at them online. I know
Well,
it's
this one ain't worth that much money anyway.
oh, it's not a bad book. Parasite, first Parasite's like a like 100 or so book.
I don't want to mess it up, but I'm pretty sure the damn
See,
centerfold.
Matt says he wants it. It must be a good one.
It's not for sale.
Everyone's telling me which books got traced. The first Huntress got traced.
The pinup's detached.
Oh, that's actually a really cool pinup.
Oh my god, I've known this for years. I love this pinup. It's very famous.
Yeah, I can see why.
Signed from Superman. It says Superman down there.
Best wishes. What is this? I can't quite read it.
With best wishes.
From your super pal, Superman.
That is really cool.
Kind of like the Ivy pinup.
Yeah, I like the Ivy pinup too. That's always, taken out of the book though. Like people love to hang it up or something.
This is a new book. Sorry to interrupt you there, Alan. You was talking so very rude to me.
It's okay. Don't mind me.
ASM 253. It took me a minute to like get the semblance, but I was like, oh yeah, 252's the black suit.
Isn't this? Wait, this is the first appearance of a character too.
I think it's the first Rose.
Rose, yeah, I thought so. I have that one as well.
I do not have this. I didn't even know. I mean, I felt like I've probably seen it before, but I just now am noticing it. Like I got the 252 a long time ago.
Yeah, see, first Rose. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good big book.
It's an okay book.
Good book, big. Sorry, I read the big and book backwards.
The whole point we showed it's a facsimile.
Oh, that's a facsimile?
It is a facsimile. That's the whole point. It's the newest facsimile this week. You see the corner right here?
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, facsimile.
Oh, I have the original. It's not that expensive of a book, though.
I hate the tape on here. Here, I got two more. I'll be done. My Love, little romantical.
Right? Well, you don't have to show everything right now, by the way, but okay.
No, I got plenty more. This is just the stuff that...
yes, facsimile. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's beat to hell. I paid $50 for it. I'm pretty happy with it. And here's the last one. I know that y'all will like this one.
I know. I saw that you showed that. I actually have it too. I have that same book.
I'm sure you'd have it.
I love that one. I always thought Elvira was kind of sexy, and
it's got all this damn ink on it, but maybe I could take a eraser to it and get some. It looks like straight up paint or something up there.
I was so annoyed. My LCS back in Toronto, they wanted $50 for that. I'm like,
oh my god!
I was like, no, that's. I think I'll look for it on eBay. It's like, it's just like, I think it's just so annoying. Like every time I'd see it, I'd be like, oh, I'd like to own it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's so annoying to see it like mispriced, like really expensive price.
Well, here's 252, by the way. We just saw 253, so there you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, cool. 1 sec here. Okay,
nice book. Very nice book.
Very good stuff. Good stuff. So are you ready?
Sure. I will show.
Is Tommy gonna let you show this stuff, or?
I can't talk to Tommy right now.
Nobody will get these references. Nobody will get.
Tommy's unavailable.
Nobody will get these references but us. But
Biggie, when we were having our fight with Ricky between the Warmonger and Judah Man, I started by holding on in my 30-second. I used promo. I was using an M1 Garand, but I have another one that is actually I'm selling. But I have an actual, honest to God, Thompson.
Oh yeah.
So I was hugging onto my Thompson and talking to it and arguing with it and crying and all this stuff.
That's gonna be great.
I went around. I really went around the bend. I really did.
He did a good job. It was really awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got a big performance to follow after me, man. So you guys better brought it.
Oh yeah, I gotta bring it after Biggie.
Yeah, I think we did a reasonable job.
We'll see if you can surpass our views and votes. We'll see how it works out. I would imagine you could.
So for anyone that's watching that has no clue what we're talking about, there's sort of like a wrestling battle that happens on All Sorts of Words called the C4, right? Is it C4 or 4C? Whatever. There's a C and there's a 4 together. Okay, so basically it's the champions contest of champions. It's each of the channels basically put on a persona and then battle it out with comics. My case, I was Judah Man. And Steven was the Warmonger. If you haven't guessed, it's right there on his thing. And basically we battled it out. And the better man will hopefully win.
I think it'll be you. I think you
never know.
I think you're gonna beat me. I really do.
No, we'll see. I'll say we some pretty big books were shown. Some pretty amazing books. So definitely
say no more.
Do we have the promo yet that we can put out?
That drops Monday.
No, the promo.
Well, no, he said that the promos will drop I mean, I can't remember Sunday that the promo drops or whatever, the 30-second ones that we did.
Yeah, we did a 30-second promo
Yeah,
for
the
this thing.
30-second ones, they'll
I was gonna promote it, put it out somewhere.
Sure. Well, as soon as he puts them,
Mhm.
then it'll come to you, and then you can put them up
Yeah, I'll
on
put it
your
up on my
channel to do
channel.
a little
Yeah, yeah.
promo.
So yeah, I think that'll be fun. And then yeah, so that's happening on Monday. You'll get to see us battle. With all that said, let's just get back to more
Hold
books.
on, before we finish, as of right
Okay.
now, my
Yeah.
battle was the last one. So currently, if you do go visit Ricky's channel, all sorts of
Oh,
words,
visit and
you can
watch Biggie's channel.
you
Or
can
Biggie's
vote
channel.
right now currently for me or Big B. So they have
Mhm.
their beginning like introductions on my video with Big B. So go
That's
check
true.
it out.
That is true. That is true. So yeah, and they showed some pretty amazing books too. They showed some big books.
Yeah, some good
Uh,
ones.
it seems like, yeah, I think, the gloves are off when these battles happen, I have to say. Like people are showing big books. They're showing lots of like thespian skills going on too. And yeah, I think it's pretty fun. So yeah, definitely check out All Sorts of Words. I don't have the link, so I can't necessarily give it to you, but it's All Sorts of Words and then just comics. If you do that, usually you'll find it. So yeah, check it out. Now let's get into some warmonger books.
Well, I don't know. There's not too many wars, not too warmongery. Um,
Okay.
I think that, of course, romance books are big. We both collect romance books. Sadly,
Mhm.
our questions did not have any romance books in there
Nothing related to it.
whatsoever. So we were unable to do any kind of good girl romance, anything really. We
Mhm.
had to rely on everything else. But of course, there's plenty of other junk too. It's an interesting thing that a lot of the superhero stuff that Charlton put out is somewhat, I don't know, kind of magoo. And the font that they use, it was like a typewriter font. And I remember as a kid, I didn't really gravitate very much to Charlton books.
I always
But,
felt like they were sort of cheaper, just a
yeah, but
cheaper
it's like
book.
the Dick Giordano. But this is an early code book as far as that goes. But this is Love Diary. You can tell because it has the trapezoid where it says approved comics
Yeah. Oh, it's
up
very
there
nice.
above her head. But she's a big girl, and
Big girl.
her initials are EK, and then of course it has this typewriter font, and it says, "Dear Diary, I noticed his admiring glance again today. If only I could tell him how I feel. If only he could be my bright love."
Oh wow. So it's funny. That reminds me of Laverne and Shirley,
Yes, it does, because they
just
had
because
having
yeah,
the initials on the shirt.
yeah, yeah,
It's very much a 50s thing, poodle skirts and stuff, and they'd have their initials
yeah.
on their blouses and stuff like that. I thought it was a really I think it's cute and I like it. I really do. So
The
there's
girl
that
is
one.
cute. Reminds me of Rizzo from Greece. That's another thing where they had those kind of sweaters and initials on their things. Yeah.
This is a newer book, but for some reason I seem to gravitate to it, and it wasn't terribly expensive, so I bought it. I don't know what it is about it that attracted me.
I don't know. You'll come up with it in the end, I think.
It must be that I think it's a camera. It looks like it's a camera. I'm just really into photography.
Yeah. Maybe you're just into scoping her out. I don't know. Okay.
Um, and then we were talking about uh, Jim Ballant, who did
Hmm.
Catwoman, and K-pop was talking about Jim Ballant and a
Hmm.
lot of his art. Tarot is one that he did, but he did a
Hey, bye,
really
Kate Newman. Sorry.
um, uh, but he did a lot of Catwoman stuff, and there's an awful lot of his stuff. It's really good. There's a lot of them really good. I went on to my comic shop and I was looking at them, and then I said, I don't want to get a whole slew of this stuff, but I put in a low offer on on a slab 9/8 Catwoman Zero, and when I emptied my cart after I decided I wasn't going to do it, one of them wouldn't drop off because they took my low bid. So here is Catwoman Zero by Jim Ballant.
I have it as a raw copy. It's such a
And
great book.
the cost on this was $50, which is pretty much the cost of the slab and everything.
Yeah.
So it was just a push, but it's a 9/8 white page book.
Yeah,
And it's number 0, which is the earliest appearance for his version. So there's that. And the last one
actually,
I got,
is it really that way, or did they? I think the Zeros came out afterwards.
no, this was the first. This was the 0 that they had. This is from October of 1994. I think it's the first. I think it's 0 was the first one, and then came number 1.
I thought it was like you know how they had that.
Well, you go look and see. You go look and see. I just got the 0. All right.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I'm sure it's not the first appearance. Reprint. Not the first appearance.
I'm just saying because I remember back in the day they came out, like they were in some of the runs, and all of a sudden they redid the Zeros. They put all
Stefo,
the zeros.
this is how Alan processes things, dude. You have to ask.
I know. I have noticed this about him. I've noticed this about him.
I don't mean to be annoying. I just like thinking about things.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay, well, whatever.
It's part of your charm.
Okay.
I have it. No, I have it. No, that's not it. That's not right. No.
They think I'm an antagonizer. I don't know. I'm just
what an antagonistic person you are, Alan. And the last one.
Okay, go ahead. Keep on going. Sorry.
And the last one I have is a Ziff Davis publication that was priced very reasonably, and I just I really liked the cover, and I got this one.
You know, the funny thing is I was trying to get that book for a long time. It wasn't in my shopping cart, so there's no extra tears associated, but it is one that I've been looking for. Yeah, where did you get that book? My comic shop, really? Like, how much did it? Just out of curiosity, how much was it?
Let me see here.
Because that was one that, like, I like that run of Ziff Davis Nightmare. There's some, there's some Matt Baker covers in it, right?
I don't know what I did with the invoice. Just a second here, I can tell you. Just a second.
Because I always remember all the prices I pay for things.
Well, I can't. To be honest, I can't remember at times because they do tend to kind of cascade. Just a second here. I'll take a look. It won't take me but a second.
Yeah, see? True. A lot of the series would do the 0 later in the run.
I don't take anything from your relatives, Alan.
Just saying.
I'm just going to look here. All right. And I will tell you.
I'm just curious because it's a book that I actually was looking for, because I like I kind of like the terror of the Bikini Beach kind of situation. You know what I mean? Like where you got like the weird monster and like the girl in the bikini running away or something like that. Yeah, there's like a bunch of comics and covers like that.
Let me just. I have to look here just a second.
Everyone's now commenting about the Zeros. See, I started a thing.
Let me make sure it's not on eBay first. I've got some books coming from
eBay.
I've got some books coming from Maurice from Momo Comics. All those Mars books. No, it is definitely my comic shop. I will go. I will look.
So yeah. So okay.
Momentarily.
Okay. So while you're looking that up, I'm gonna show some modern comics. Okay, so you look that up. I'll show some modern comics. So
$315, February 20th.
Okay,
and
so
it's Nightmare number 2, and it's a CGC 4.5 from 1952.
Cool. So I'll sort of use that as like a future reference because that means that it's like $75 a point, roughly, right?
That's what that was what they charged, and I can't remember if I haggled with it. I don't know if I did or not.
All right, all right. So that's something to know, though. Okay, so I'm going to show some modern books. These are the books that I picked up literally on Thursday. So I didn't get a chance to go in on Wednesday when the new comics came out, but I went on Thursday to pick them up. So some of these you might actually recognize, Stephen, because I know you have some of these. So this is the, I don't know what variant it is. Like what, like, okay, it's the Spider-Verse.
Is it a foil?
It's the okay, wait. It's the, wow, Mahmud and Azrar foil variant. I don't know, look cool. I'm a sucker for foils. What can I say? So I got this. This is the new Edge of Spider-Verse. And then I got the second issue of Ultimate Spider-Man. So I don't know. Seems like a pretty good series so far. And this one I know you have.
Mm-hmm.
This is the David Nakayama one. You got the Virgin variant.
I have the Virgin variant. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, I think this one was pretty good because it's a bondage cover. I thought that was pretty cool. It's rare you see bondage
But
covers.
she's getting a needle stuck in her neck or something.
Yeah. It's even a hypodermic needle one, which is even better.
It's like it's either a tracking device or I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, and and she's also, kind of very shiny.
She has a very coquettish look on her face as the needle's going in her neck.
Yeah, and they have the X-ray of it, actually, I think as well, right? So yeah, so it's like I think some tracking device. Yeah. Okay, then we got Cobra Commander came out, so I thought that was interesting, and I got I got that version, and I'm a sucker for variants. They always get me on the variants. I'm like I guess I have to get both, so I got both variants, and then I got some more Catwoman. I like this one.
Who did that one?
Good question. Covered by, one sec here, my readings. Marco
Polo.
Marco Katara.
I can't say that I'm familiar.
No. I'm reading it wrong. Sorry. Takara. Sorry, Takara. So it's just hard for me to read with my contacts in. Like I need to have reading glasses now. It's kind of sad. And they use small print. Now this is Animal Pound #2. Another interesting series. I read the first one.
Was that the one with the guy that had the dogs that you interviewed? That it's the dogs?
No, this is a different one. Okay. Same kind of idea though. Actually, I thought it was kind of weird how similar ideas. Then there was this Spider Punk one, or I don't know. It looks like Spider Punkish, right? I don't know, some kind of metallic guy.
That's the one they're saying that's the Bleecker Street variant.
Okay, so the Catwoman Zero was part of Zero Hour that came out between issues 14 and 15. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Michael.
See, I think, sometimes I actually know stuff. It's weird.
Did you hear what I said about that last one you had, Alan?
Oh, what was it?
It's the Bleecker Street variant.
Actually, you know what's funny? When I saw this, I thought of Bleecker. This really reminded me of Bleecker. I totally thought of Bleecker when I saw this one. This is for you. I think he probably has. I bet he has it already.
Peer pressure, Steppo. Geesh, man.
I know. He's like trying to give away my books. What's going on?
Well, if I'm giving yours away, it's all right, isn't it?
It's okay. It's as long as it's your books, I thought. Face it, Tigress. You just hit the jackpot. Sort of a cool, different version of the, that.
What's he got? A lot of groceries? Oh, yeah.
He's got groceries and like
flowers.
And flowers, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I thought that was cool.
Ice cream and all that.
And this is I think this is Warren Mao. The Superman one. I thought this was just a really nicely done cover, so I picked this one up. And last thing that I picked up, and I can read this, Dan Mora. This is the Dan Mora cover for Titans. I like the little penguin. I think the penguin's cool. And Starfire, it looks like. So, a big Starfire fan as well. So those are the new books that I picked up this week. Not as much as I normally pick up, but there wasn't that much that came out that was cool this week.
That
Okay.
that Ultimate Spider-Man 2 was what everybody was going after. It felt like.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man is like really popular.
I have some more. I have a few more after. If Biggie goes again, then I have a few.
Do you have more to show, Biggie?
I got some I can show quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make you big.
You don't have to hurry.
You don't have to hurry. I'll be right back.
Well, these ain't like, take your time, Alan. These ain't like crazy books, but they're fun to show. Here's a Joe Kubert #1, Blitzkrieg #1. That's fine. What we got here? So I wanted to show some Gwenpool. We got Gwenpool 0, Gwenpool #1. I think this is when Angela from Spawn comes into the Marvel Universe, maybe. And I was trying to remember the name of the series. I think War of the Realms was. There was like 1 million books to this series, and collectors were going crazy. They're like, "How many damn books are in this series?" If anybody remembers that, that's the way I remember it. Anyway, War of the Realms was like 60 books, so it was annoying. Mrs. Deadpool. This is where Deadpool like marries, I don't know her name, but she's like a monster chick. And then you got some Gwenpool, West Coast Avengers 1. Fun stuff. Somebody I know has this book in real life, but I got the reprint right here. Alan has the real one. Y'all ever mess with Herbie? I always like this cover for Herbie. You ever seen this one before, Alan?
He's probably getting something.
How about you, Steppo? You remember Herbie?
I do. He's an ACG character, and one of the guys that drew him was I can't think of his name just now. That's terrible. But yeah, Herbie. Herbie was a character. Gosh, what is his name? He did the Sky Man. That's awful. It'll come to me.
You knew more about it than I did. Sometimes these romance books have like really cool artists like Ramita and Buscema and stuff like. I don't know if that's the case with that one, but there's this Brat Pack. So I thought this was a weird cover with like a ball sack on her belt or something. I don't know. I was trying to find this in my collection. It's called Bay City Jive. If you get the variant that J. Scott Campbell does, it's a bubblegum cover. It's like an $80 book. So I just thought I'd show that and let y'all know about that one. I found this in my collection. I thought it was pretty good. Little Kirby action. Bunch of stuff going on. And this old romance. I wish it was in better condition because this one goes for a little bit of money. Okay, and I got a couple slabs.
Oh wow.
Let's see. Yeah. I think I dropped one of these slabs 3 times. I never drop my slabs, and I got hardwood floors, so that sucks. Really nice copy. First Matt Gargan. ASM 19. So that one's cool. I wanted to show my X-Men 94.
What grade is it?
5.0.
Not bad. Mine's like a 2 or 3. Mine's like a raw copy. That's a custom label too.
I traded a bunch of Frazetta, Creepy Mags, and like a few DC Silver books to get it.
Nice.
This is a 10-cent Turok.
Nice.
Painted cover. Yeah.
Are these from like other collectors, or are these from like your LCS?
This came from Doc. It's 1956 Gaylord Dubois story and Bob Correa art. So yeah, he sent me that one. And then the last book I'm gonna show is my Neil Adams personalized SIG. It says
Oh, that one's the funny one. Yeah.
yeah, it's not personal. It's kind of personalized. All right. It just says Biggie Shack, I think. To Biggie Shack from Neil Adams. Yeah, D Runk sent me this one. I don't even know if you can see it really that good. It's right down there.
Yeah, it's hard to see. There's some weird glare.
Yeah.
You
So
should
I
you should tell the story of how that happened, because it was
okay.
kind of a weird story.
So my boy Comic Head 84 met Neil Adams in a con, and it said something like get your signature or you could buy a comic book or something. And my boy 84 kind of assumed that if he bought the book he would sign it, wouldn't cost nothing or something. I don't know what he was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So he buys the reprint, right? Hands it to him, he signs it. And then Neil Adams is like, okay, that would be $60 or something. He said, oh, I thought it was just $10. So Neil Adams says, great, what am I going to do with this book signed to Biggie Shack? Right. And then my buddy D sees him in like 2 months later and he says, can you sign this to Biggie Shack? And so I don't, that's like the whole story, but
So
we wonder.
is there a second Biggie Shack one out there?
There should be one. There's another Biggie Shack facsimile signed book. Unless you ripped it up and threw it away, it's out there somewhere. Yes.
It's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Someday somebody will find it.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, say, hey, Steven,
Hi.
do you have more
Ogden,
books to show?
Biggie, the guy that did Herbie was Ogden Whitney, was the
Oh,
name of
really?
the artist.
Wow.
I don't think he did that Herbie, but that's he was one of the guys that designed Herbie for ACG. And there were people that I know that the gals that were at Old Weird Harold's Comics, they were all real high on Herbie. I can't say that Herbie was my favorite guy, but I do recognize him. If you want to make me Big Alan, I'll show. I have a whole bunch of modern Good Girls stuff that I've been accumulating,
Sure,
so I thought I would just riffle through.
Yeah, I got a bunch to show now too.
This is Will Jack.
Okay.
And again, very pretty. And then some of Supergirl had a whole bunch, had a run of some very interesting artists and covers. Here's a Supergirl.
That's a neat one.
Mm-hmm. And here's another one.
I think I bought that one as well. It came out.
And here's another one. They're interesting ones. Yeah. Here's another Will Jack.
I like that one. I always like when they do the Catwoman with the goggly things.
Still with Will Jack.
Nice. Oh, somebody has.
Mr. Matt. I don't know who did this one, but it's got something going for it.
What's the title?
Geezer Comics.
Geezer Comics? That's
Cover
really
gallery. It was one of these Kickstarter. It was a Kickstarter thing. I have a word search, or I have a search in on eBay where it's I think variant Good Girl or modern Good Girl or something like that. And so all of these ones that are somewhat
risque-ish,
a little bit more risque-ish. Generally, a lot of times they'll have 3 covers. They'll have modest, not as modest, and really not modest.
Yeah.
Naughty, nice, or whatever.
Yeah. Wait, the world of Krypton Sega is pretty cool, but they were forced to wrap up the whole thing rather quick.
Oh, fair
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, I haven't read any of these ones, so I don't know.
And this is Dan Talavera. This is a Talavera cover. Just I like your attitude.
Yeah, something about it.
And this one I like just sort of the Harlequin. It was just a, the
White
Harlequin
Queen.
look struck me.
Yeah, it's Zenoscope, isn't it?
Yeah, a Zenoscope, yeah.
That's
And
really
it's
nice.
The White Queen, Age of Darkness, Grimm's Fairy Tales.
Yeah, they have some pretty cool covers in that series.
Here's more Will Jack. And here's the standard.
It's the best PG yet. Yeah.
And then we got, this is a name I can't quite make out, but I just thought it was kind of pretty. I don't know if it's Emma Frost.
Is that? Oh, that's Stargirl. What is it? What's the girl from The Boys?
I don't know. I have never read The Boys.
Well, yeah. I haven't read The Boys. I just watched the series. Actually, I read the first few issues, but nothing really major.
Whoever she is.
Starlight. I was like going through Sun, Star. Yeah.
Thank you, Cliff.
For some reason, I was blanking on her name.
And this is some kind of a strange foil thing, kind of.
She looks like. Sorry, Alan. Go ahead.
But no, I was just gonna say it's like, yeah, I can see like the foily effect on the blasty stuff.
That, in other words, here's her back, but then if you bend it, then she's bound with chains.
Well, I see the fellatio effect myself. That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
This is, I think, it's either Turner. No, it's either Turner or Jay Scott.
Oh yes, I have that as well. That's
it's Jay Scott Campbell. It's signed. I didn't even know why I was looking. Right down there, it's signed.
You know, it's strange that book and the run. There's actually a bunch of nice little covers in it. Actually goes for a fair amount of money. I
liked it. It wasn't expensive. And then as I've gone through my travels, I've seen the price has gone way up on it for some reason.
I think people just like the covers. I think they're just good ones.
And this is a character called Gun Honey.
Yes, I have the whole run of Gun Honey.
Everybody loves Gun Honey. I remember when that came out, people were selling them for like $100 and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's a chunk of them. I got a slew more, but I'll let you, Alan. Okay. Why don't you do something, and maybe I'll shift over and look at some crummy Golden Age or something.
I got some crummy Golden Age to work with right here.
Okay.
So I'm going to show some crummy Golden Age, and then
why's it got to be crummy? It's so much better than modern, man.
Just joking, because we're all showing modern, and normally we show a Golden Age. So okay, we're going to also show some crummy Golden Age just to balance it out. I know it's not as good as that modern stuff, but so here's the first one. This is Key Comics.
Yes.
I just think it's a really great, like, she does, like, you know, like, did you ever see, like, when they teach professional golf, you know, they say, oh, you got to make the full arc with your swing. That's what this reminds me of. She just does the full swing with, like, when she clubs the guy. So I think it's just a really cool cover. This is actually the first appearance of Carla Leary.
Oh my God, Leary. The first appearance of Carla?
Carla Leary. If you ever want to
Carla.
You know, Carla Leary. And this is Key Comics #1. So yeah. So just a, you know, really pretty copy. I thought it was nice. I got that from Heritage.
Very nice.
And I think you'll recognize this one. Some Torchy.
Yes. But you already had that. Is that another copy? Or are you just
no,
showing
I moved it. I moved it. So now
okay.
This is in a different pile. So
okay.
It's no longer behind me. So so this is got lingerie panels. And this is actually the very first cover appearance of Torchy. Torchy actually appeared in comic like Dollman comics before this. But she never actually was on the cover. I don't know why, but she wasn't. And then this one, she actually gets onto the cover.
Who did the cover?
This is Gil Fox, I believe. Is it
That's
Gil
Gil
Fox?
Fox.
Yeah, it's
It's
Gil
Gil
Fox.
Fox because Ward only did issue the
It
orange
was
cover
5 and
is
6.
5 and 6, the last
Yeah.
two. The rest
Yeah.
of them, but it looks just like Ward's stuff. I mean,
Very similar
very
to Ward
close.
style.
It's
Yeah,
very well done. Yeah, it's very well
yeah,
done.
it's really nice. Okay, so there's that one. And now this is Bill Ward. So this is
Now you will notice the faces. If you look at the face of that first one, look at Torchy's face on the first one. Look at her face on this one.
Yeah, that's the
I
big
think you
tell.
can the roundy eyes and see her face is completely different. Ward's version is much more sleek.
Yeah, her face. Okay, I would say Gil Fox's face is more like elongated.
Yeah, well,
And
roundy.
hers is more rounded here.
No. If you look at her eyes on Torchy 1, look at her eyes, and
I
then
know
look at her eyes
they're
here.
bigger.
That's
They're bigger eyes. Sure, you're right about
bug
that.
eyes. Yeah.
But her face is kind of elongated, and she has more of a forehead.
Features are smaller on the big head one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Her head's a bit bigger, and this one it's like a little bit more feminine, I would say. Whereas that's more cartoony, I would say, is the difference.
You guys are like artist critiques here, man.
Yeah. Well,
it's like you do. It's like you have to do it.
Yeah, like we're both professional artists. Okay, so this is actually number 6, last issue of the
last
run.
issue. Yeah, I love that cover. That's truly between that and number 5. Those are my 2 favorites.
So here's number 5. Actually, I have a really nice.
Is that 5 or 4?
This is number 4. Sorry, you're right. Number 4. This is actually
5 is the Mardi Gras. 5 is the Mardi Gras cover, isn't it? The orange
yes.
cover.
Yes, that's actually a good one too. This is my favorite in the run, though. Actually, even though this is Gil Fox.
And look at her face again, and it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah, good. But Gil Fox did try to mimic like Bill Ward's style. One of the things that Bill Ward will do is he'll put a lot of lines in his hair. Yes. Now this is Gil Fox mimicking that. So
yeah,
sort of see that.
Yeah, he was aping Bill Ward's style.
Yeah. But this one's a fun one. You see, she's looking out, and it's like a Navy base, and all the guys are like, periscopes coming up. So it's kind of fun. Okay. And this is like just a collection of good girl stuff. So we got some Cowpuncher. So
is that Al Ulmer?
I believe so. Yeah, Al Ulmer cover. And actually, it's funny. It's interior art is by Fred Kita.
Yes.
Which is the guy that did your Valkyrie comic cover.
Yes.
Okay, so that's kind of fun. And then we got.
I wonder, are they is that Avon that you just showed that one there?
Yes.
Now I don't believe that Air Fighters was not. Was that wasn't Avon?
No, it isn't. It's something else.
Different company.
Yeah.
Okay,
then we got,
go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. Annie Oakley. This is Timely. This would be Marvel.
And who did the cover on that? It's not Ken Ballard, is it?
I want to say Bill Williams, but I'm not sure.
It don't say?
It doesn't say. A lot of the time that they wouldn't say. It's kind of annoying that way.
I've never got one that never said. I'm looking forward to that one day.
Yeah, so that's Annie Oakley number 3. And then I almost had the complete run of Annie Oakley. I just need number 2. This is Annie Oakley number 4. And this is Earl James cover.
Well, maybe that other one is Earl James as well.
Maybe it is. It's kind of very similar style.
They look close, yeah.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, it looks like.
I like the green and yellow on that. That's really pretty.
I'm just looking at the way that they did. Yeah, it looks like the same style. So I'm going to guess that the other one is Earl James as well.
It would make sense if they were on the same. That guy would be assigned that title, right?
Yeah, but it had different interior artists. Like Bill Williams did the interior. So who knows? I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah. But this one definitely is Earl James because it's rated that way. And last issue until 1955.
Wow.
So
what year is that? 49?
This is 1948.
Okay.
So those are just, I grabbed a handful of my good girl collection.
Yeah.
I grabbed a handful of. You want to go, Biggie?
I got like 3 books I'll show real quick.
Okay.
One sec, I'll make you big.
Sweet. So these are just kind of laying around and they look kind of cool. So this is neat because you got the Tales to Astonish reprint and the real one next to each other.
Oh wow!
Interesting.
Why did they reverse it?
I don't know.
Just to fool you.
That's really
Just
interesting.
just to make sure that people that had the fake one, you could tell it was fake, I guess, maybe. You guys were showing some indie good girl stuff. My buddy Justice Comics sent me that one. Pretty good.
Wow. I like the robot
Nice. I
just
like,
sitting on
yeah,
there.
the
That's really
robot's
nice.
cool.
That is very cool. And it's her middle finger that's between her legs. But yeah.
And then the little Kirby with first Zeus and first what's the other guy?
Hercules.
Hercules.
Yeah, first Hercules appearance.
Hercules. That's why I got it. You get books for certain reason. I got this book so I could go Hercules.
Did you ever watch that TV series like where it's like the little
Kevin Sorbo? Yes.
No,
the Xena stuff too.
No. Long before all those. It's like a cartoon series, and there was like this little.
Disney?
No, it wasn't Disney. I forgot who did it, but there was like this little like half boy, half like I think deer or something like that. Not a centaur, but because he's like a half deer. And he would basically, yeah. So Newton, he's a centaur. Okay, I guess he is a centaur. Newton, the centaur, and he'd go Herc. Yeah, I don't know why. You'd always say everything twice. It was kind of annoying, but it was maybe just a Canadian thing. I don't know. It was like always on TV.
That's what I had, Alan. I'm good.
Okay. Oh, that was it. Sorry,
That's
me
it.
babbling about Hercules. That just,
I grabbed
wait.
a chunk of books out of my my Raws. I just
Oh, it's Canadian. Okay, I'm
well,
going to
no
show
wonder.
something.
No, it didn't track. It's Canuck.
Okay, I'm going to show something. I have to find it.
Go ahead.
But you guys will appreciate it. Maybe not. But I will show it. You show your books, Stephen,
Okay.
and I'll look for the thingy.
Okay. Alan just showed this one recently. This is I got my copy before he did. Key Comics #3, and it has the Key himself. Walter Johnson did the cover, and this is actually the file copy for this. And I got this at.
That means my comic shop.
Yeah.
And this is #4 of Key Comics.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I think that this one has so much work on the cover. I mean, this Johnson guy I think that's just an incredible cover. There's just so much going on in it. A lot of work, says me. Here is Lady Luck, #87.
That's nice. I always liked those ones.
Alan turned me on
to that.
Alan turned me on to this. Is #88. This was the hardest one for me to get. All of them have extremely low census counts.
Yeah, really.
And I didn't like this corner down here, but other than that, it's very nice. But it's such a rare book. If I can upgrade it eventually, I will. But I've never seen another copy. So
did you finish the run?
Yeah, I got this was the last one, 88.
I still have.
It was the hardest one to get. For me.
I still have 2 more to go.
Yeah, 88 is the toughest one. I mean, I think. I just got this in a trade with Bigby.
Ooh.
I've seen several of these. I've seen some of these, and the prices on these things have jumped quite a bit. I honestly don't know why. It's a cool cover. You'll notice, Alan, and you'll notice the spine on this. Do you see how far over the cover starts the color?
Oh yeah, no.
The other 2 copies I've seen are identical.
I actually have in my shopping cart, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it.
Okay.
A copy of that in high grade.
Yeah, this is
From my comic shop. Yeah.
this
Thank you.
is the right edge. This edge needs to be pressed, but this thing is a VF easily.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's a
gorgeous.
very pretty copy.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so Liberty Comics, I guess they would do reprints of earlier comics.
Yes, inside it's faucet on the inside, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the covers are great though. I thought that one was really nice.
And this is because I think with the Hangman's on the inside, but this
And that's
guy
the
on the
Hangman
cover
too.
is a new version of the Hangman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
which
what
one
it was is they would do their own design of the
which one's
inside.
Hangman though?
The
Is it
purple,
the purple guy.
Purple guy.
Oh,
And then the guy with the green and the cape is taking the frail away.
yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Liberty Comics.
I have a copy where it's the one. It's the more famous cover where it's like
I've heard of Hangman.
It can't be famous as mine, Alan.
No, it's the more famous cover.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's usually cheap. It's a cheap book to pick up, but I think there must have been a warehouse.
It's famously cheap.
It's famously cheap. You can pick it up. You can pick it up in super high grade for like in a 9+ grade for like about 200-300.
It's a 910.
Okay.
It's 10.8. 10.8.
Okay. Do you have more books to show, or?
Yeah, I've got about a half a dozen more.
Okay,
Do you want me to
stop? I just want to show. I'm gonna interrupt the current.
Go ahead.
And I have to educate you guys. You guys need an education because you're American, and I don't know something about Americans.
My goodness, step.
So you guys weren't, you didn't experience this. This is like a Canadian element, and you guys gotta.
Oh God.
Oh yes, you're gonna love it. Okay, you're gonna love it, or else. No, I was joking. This is Hercules. The Mighty Hercules, and it was a cartoon series.
I know about this shit. You ain't educating me, motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, don't spit on my channel. Okay. Yeah. So Hercules for my ignorant American friends.
Actually, we did have that cartoon.
We know all about this, Alan. What is this so Canadian about this?
I don't know. Matt said it was Canadian.
What are you doing?
Look at the bottom. What does it show down at the bottom?
It's probably an American thing, actually.
It is.
It says 1963 American. No, so I'm just joking. Adventure cartoons for television, all rights reserved. So yeah.
Produced in Ottawa. People are saying, okay.
Produced in Ottawa.
We don't know about it, though.
Produced in Ottawa. See?
Okay.
And then there was this little centaur dude right here that would always go Herc, Herc, and then he would pull out his ring and he would go like this and he would get his powers and stuff. Hercules.
What year is this, Alan? It's like 55 or something?
This is 63.
It's a 12 center.
So it's 1963. This is the first issue. If you ever want to get the first appearance of Hercules, the real Hercules, not that.
I think there's actually older Hercules, Alan. I think there's actually like 10 cents.
There are early. I'm just joking. I'm just saying.
Okay.
This is the Hercules from the TV series. So yeah. But this is what.
Boy, aren't you glad you showed it now?
Yeah, yeah. So
for all the verbal abuse.
I know, it's like no appreciation, no appreciation.
I was expecting like a Golden Age Iron Man Captain or Canadian.
Some kind of fabulous book, and then you pull out some gold key on us.
Well,
mind blown.
Piece of Canadian history.
Thanks for showing that too. From Ottawa.
It sucks being an American, Steppo.
Oh, yes. Totally. That's totally ugly American to you. Ugly American to you.
Yes.
All right, make me big and I'll finish showing my crummy books.
Yes. Keep on showing your crummy books.
Here is a Billboard cover. Love Confessions.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And wonderful color palette. Dave Alexander had a whole bunch. I think he got a collection in because I got most all of these from him.
Okay, wait. Somebody said they had the original gold key cover art for Sinbad #3. That's cool. And Rocket Robin Hood has the same episodes done here too. See? Now you learn.
Here is in Ottawa, here in Canada.
Here is in Ottawa, yeah.
Do you know that both Bell Features and Superior Comics were in Toronto?
Yes.
The two big companies for Canada were not anywhere in Ottawa. They were all in Toronto. Interesting.
Okay, wait, it's all Ontario. That's Ontario.
This the guy in the blue jacket's rounding third base here.
Yeah, looks like he's.
I want to love you, but it isn't fair to Jim. He says, "To hell with Jim." I'm rounding third, Babette.
Yeah.
And then this is all love. I picked up L's evidently.
Oh, Arcel originated in Ottawa as well. I didn't know that one. Aircell.
Aircell, didn't they go out of business? They were there for a while and then they went kaput?
Yeah, they didn't really last very long.
Is Aircell still in business?
Never. No, I don't think so. I think they were.
Did Aircell do like the peony ones, the elf things or whatever? Was
yeah,
that
yeah.
The
peony. What's it called? Elf Quest.
Elf Quest. I think I have one or two Elf Quests in my roundup. They're sitting on rocks, all dressed up, and it says, "He was all I had ever wanted."
Oh, bought out by Malibu.
And then Malibu went kaput.
Malibu got bought out by Marvel.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Who bought out Comico?
I have no idea. But yeah,
well, you're the answer man here.
Okay, well, Comico was like in the 80s, right? I'm not sure.
Because they did a bunch of Usagi books too.
Yeah, they did a lot of like the Japanese animation stuff.
He was all I had ever wanted, but he could never be mine. Don't miss the man for Mary Wilson.
That's very cool. And is that Bill Ward art as well?
I do not know. It's not, but it's in that same genre, same feel to it. And then this one is another Bill Ward. All of these are number ones that I've been showing you. These here's Love Scandals number one, and this is Bill Ward. And there is the hair and all that.
And also, like another thing to note is like the way he did the fabrics, where he'd kind of
but look at the satin sleeve or the silk sleeves of her. And that one that I have, Diary Love number one, has the gal in the black satin dress that looks just like the arm coverings here. It's very so. Well, actually, she's silky all the way through. Actually, she's there. She is. And the caption is, "I closed my eyes in the sheer ecstasy of Carrie's kisses, though I knew the specter of my father's sin would soon come between us." I wonder what her father's sin was.
I have no idea.
And the last one in the L's, this is probably the last one. This is Lucky Comics number 2. And this was just in such good shape, and it was from 1945. I'd never seen it before, and it wasn't only $100 or something like that, but in beautiful condition for a 1945 comic. And that's it.
All right.
That seems good. All right.
Wow, you guys don't like getting an education.
On my best behavior, Alan. I'm being really, really nice.
I was just being silly. Don't mind me. Okay.
I got a thing I can show real quick. I got one little.
Oh, okay. I was gonna show a bunch too. Okay, so yeah.
I just got one. I'm keeping it light so we can get all the stuff out. Alan.
Oh, you got something really light. It's a little one.
Yeah, this is cool. It's just a little Superman thing, you know. And I got the books that are on the inside too. So.
I like these.
Yeah, these are great.
For some reason, I had something like that when I was a kid. Like, and it kind of makes me feel nostalgic seeing it. It's very nice.
That's all I got.
Super nostalgic.
Yeah.
1966.
Oh, that's before my time.
I was 13.
See, Cliff has one of those too.
They're great. Yeah,
Okay,
I love.
so I'm going to show a few more books that I grabbed when I was grabbing the one that I had to educate you guys on that you had never seen before.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that. It was really spectacular. Thank you. That was worth the wait.
Worth the wait. Worth the wait. Okay,
Wow, it
so
was good. Wow.
wow, blew your minds. Blew your minds. Well, I'm going to blow your minds some more. We got some Speedy Gonzalez.
I always loved Speedy Gonzalez.
Me too. He's such
The
a
early
cute
cartoons are really they're naughty. Have you ever watched like the first Speedy
No,
Gonzalez's?
no.
Speedy Gonzalez is dating my sister. He says, Speedy Gonzalez dates everybody's sister.
Oh, really?
I'm not kidding you. I am
Wow.
not kidding you.
Wow. Okay,
Speedy gets
so
around.
I'll have to check those out. I guess he was faster than I thought.
Yeah.
So this is Dell 4 Color 1084. This is the first Speedy Gonzalez. It's Speedy Gonzalez #1 from
Reprint.
1960 reprint. And then we got the Jetsons #1.
There you
Very
go.
cool.
Mm.
That was in the 24/7 collection, I believe. That was one of the only Silver Age books that
Yeah, I saw
Ryan
it
got.
there. Yeah.
Your copy is considerably nicer than the one that they
Yeah,
got.
this is My Comic Shop 4.0. I think it's like actually more like a 5. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it's like a 4.5. Actually,
Well,
it's good.
that book has jumped significantly. Like it's pretty still pricey. Like everything's dipping. That one's staying strong.
Yeah, no, it's a hard book to get actually. And we got in the same pile. I don't know why. This is the first cover appearance of Grogu, this little dude. So if you ever want to get little baby Yoda, well, this is where you get him in Star Wars Darth Vader #20. The very
I really
24th.
liked the first series of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it was
I actually
really good.
liked the second. I actually liked the second. I haven't seen the third because I've boycotted Disney since all of the woke stuff. I just said to hell with them. I'm not gonna pay them.
Wait, my eyes look pure. Actually, they do look black. What's going on? Okay.
Someone said something to me about that before, but I just batted it down. Like Alan's a sweetheart, but I've heard weird.
Oh, maybe I'm evil.
No,
all
he's
this
the devil.
time. Why
He's
didn't
the
people
devil.
tell me? Oh my goodness, I didn't realize I was evil all this time.
Well, I was wondering if you were heavily medicated and that caused your retinas to open up really wide, or something, or you've had a head injury or something.
It could be like, could it be from my concussion?
Well, I don't know. They still wouldn't still. It should still. I hope it is.
It is a terrifying story about your concussion. I don't even like talking.
I can't stand that story. I really don't like to hear that one.
I don't know, but I never noticed my eyes. Now I'm going to be paranoid. You guys messed me up. Okay.
They're just brown, right?
Hey, Biggie, did you see his eyes? Look at his eyes.
You know, my eyes actually change color with the seasons. So sometimes they'll be sort of a lighter green, and then they'll get dark, and then they go.
Yeah, don't. I'm cockeyed, Alan, so don't feel bad, bro. You're all right.
Okay, so we got SpongeBob comics #1, some SpongeBob. So yeah, and
he really has square pants in that one.
Yeah, he really does. It's like, really. Yes, turn bright red. I do turn bright red. So yeah, you guys are brutal. I'm like, where are my friends? So this is like the first Jim Lee in comics. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. And then we got Bob's Burgers. So this is like my cartoon book, like from my cartoon box.
That's the first Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, first Bob's Burgers.
There you go.
And then this one's actually gotten hot for some reason. I'm not sure the reason why, but I think they're bringing it back.
It's always been a tough book.
Really hard one to find, yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna have to get me some Space Ghost and Jetsons. I really do. Yeah. I've got the first 2 Green Hornets with Van Johnson and Bruce Lee. I don't have #1, but I have filed copies of 2 and 3.
Oh, very nice.
Which are they're beautiful books. But Space Ghost, I loved Space Ghost as a kid. I really did.
Really. This one was really hard to find. I just sort of walked out on it.
Do you know who did a lot of the voices for the villains in Space Ghost?
No idea.
Johnny Carson.
Oh, wow, that's.
I'm not kidding you, and I'm listening to I'm listening to the Beatle guy or whatever talking. I said, God, that guy sounds familiar. Who is it? And I watched the credits, and the voice talent was Johnny Carson.
Yeah. That's really weird. Okay, so wait. I've been looking for a high grade Space Ghost, no luck. Mine's not a super high grade. I'd say it's like a 3.5 based on the look of it.
They were well loved and well read. I know that.
Yeah. Okay, so then we got Rocky and Bullwinkle. This is the first appearance of Rocky.
Yep.
So
I bought the file copies of all of those
really?
the first 20 appearances of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh wow, that's
It was
a good
a
collection,
complete score, and they're always so read. I mean, they're beautiful books.
Yeah, no, they're pretty. I really like it. And it's also, I believe, this is also the first appearance of Boris and Natasha.
I would imagine.
Well, and
And
Mr.
then,
Peabody and Sherman as
Peabody
well.
and Sherman. Yeah, I think all of them. This is their first appearance.
Have you ever seen the very first series of the cartoons for Rocky and Bullwinkle?
You mentioned it. Yeah, I have actually. Since
Boris has red eyes.
Yeah, no,
and
it's really weird
it's
looking.
much more adult, and they have a laugh track in it.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, it is really weird. Yeah, you told me about that, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll go check that out, because I remember it being more like, like just
it
really
turned into that. It turned into that, but it was just, my gosh.
Yeah, it's weird. So then we got Buck Rogers from the 25th century. This is issue number 1 from Gold Key.
He sure doesn't look like Gil Gerard, does he?
No, he does not.
He's got like little baby legs too. Like, I don't know if I like the anatomy on that.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't look like looking at it this way, it looks fine, but when I show it on this, it looks like his legs are like baby legs. You're right.
Those are pretty happening aliens with the death rays in their eyes and stuff. I love that.
Yeah, he's like they're staring at him and like zapping him with their eyes.
A good friend of mine collected Green Lantern and Turok, and he collected Space Family Robinson. All of those sci-fi covers, the Gold Key ones, Space Family Robinson. It's pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
I got some you like. I have some more crummy books to show.
Some more crummy books. Perfect.
Yeah, I grabbed a chunk of tea.
Oh, tea, whatever tea is.
Whatever I have in tea, alphabetically.
What? Okay, let's wait before you show it. We should sort of make this a game. I always like making things into a game. I don't know why. Maybe it's the evil eye thing that I have. Tea. Okay, so I'm thinking Teen Titans. Okay. But is it, what era is this? Is this Golden Age?
Golden Age. Golden Age.
No. Okay, so wait, we got to think Golden Age books. So T, Golden Age.
It's impossible. There are too many different titles, you guys. I'll just show them and just laugh. They're crummy, and we'll just enjoy.
Okay.
I'm sure it's like it's a romance series, I'm guessing.
No, it's a groin cover.
Ah, I have that one too.
See, that's easy. We should have knew that.
I don't think so. How would you know?
I don't know.
Well, of course, considering who's showing it. Okay, so there's that one.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Here's Tales of Horror number 5.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course. Tip Tops, maybe?
Yeah, you're right. That's right, Biggie.
And this is another Tales of Horror. And I didn't even realize it until later, that someone had drawn that cigarette she's cutting a butt. And I think it works. I like it.
Oh, so they added that.
Someone drew her cutting a butt.
That is really funny.
It works though. They did a good job.
Yes, I did show the Taffy in the figure skating one. Figure skating top 10.
And here we go into some Matt Baker. Here's Teenage Temptations.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like something with the T.
Yeah.
Stories of true love and heartbreak.
Teenage love.
And the thug boyfriend, the thug brother says, "What do you mean coming around calling on my sister? She's engaged now, and no thanks to you. You did her enough harm. Now get out." And he says, "I'm not leaving until I talk to Stella alone."
Oh, baby.
They branded me immoral. The story of a girl who couldn't stay away from the man everyone warned her against. This sounds like Dana Dutch stuff. This is number 6, St. John.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
There's that. And here, this is really one of my favorite covers. This is not Teenage Temptations number 7, and Baker outdid himself with this cover. Look at that position. Wow.
One sec, wait. Oh yes, that one. Okay.
No hiding place. Lonesome for love, and I married a bigamist. So she's got that. So she's got that going for her.
He kind of looks like a bigger Pee Wee Herman.
He does, and he's got money too. He's taking money out of her purse. He's a schlub. And this one, this is Teenage Temptations number, was it 13? Looks like 13.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I really like.
He looks sort of like Dean Martin. This was some kid folded this and had it in his pocket. Says, "They're coming this way, Judy. Don't say anything. Let me handle them. I've got the ring on Bill, but what if they ask to see the marriage certificate? Like, can you imagine these days? Do you have a marriage certificate?" I was in the hotel business, and I remember people saying that if a man and a woman came to the front desk, that if they wanted a room together, that supposedly the desk clerks were supposed to ask if they had a marriage certificate.
Really?
We never did that.
That's crazy.
You know, with a bar downstairs and bedrooms upstairs, all kinds of good stuff happen. Okay, so here
everyone's married, of course.
Everyone's married. I'll tell you something. I could tell you some stories, but I can't. It's a family program. Patsy Walker and Cindy in Teen Comics number 32.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't
that fun?
Hmm.
And here's one that's the beautiful covers. This is a Lee Elias cover, and it's Teenage Brides. I think that's sort of illegal, isn't it?
Depends on
isn't that illegal?
I mean, the funny thing is always like an older looking man.
And the teenage girl.
And the teenage girl.
And and the thing that's amazing about the company Harvey produced this. Harvey.
I know.
Wendy and Casper and
Spooky. But if you look at some of the most horrific
they're Harveys.
They're Harveys, yeah.
They're Harveys. The truth about young marriage. If you were the judge or the jury, would you brand this girl unfit to marry? Great colors on this.
She looks pretty young, so
she looks quite happy. I wonder why. Here is Tell It to the Marines. This is a Toby Press, number 4 from September of 1952. Spike and Bat, the fightingest devil dogs of them all. A devil dog is what, Alan?
A devil dog?
Yes, that's a term for a military service. You give up?
Is it like a fighter pilot?
Nope. These Marines.
Oh, the Marines. Oh, yes.
And the term came from World War I. That's what the Germans called them. They called them devil dogs.
I think that was one where you got it out of my cart. One. I got
that out of your cart.
Yeah, I think so. Just so you know, I got it later, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it has extra flavor to it. So just so you know.
This one is absolutely a 9294 anyway. From May 18th, probably 1948. Women Outlaws, number 1.
Oh, just so you know, in Quebec, until recently, a woman could get married at 14.
Oh, I'm very aware. I'm very aware, Alan. I'm very aware of your age limits in Canada. Trust me.
Uh-oh.
So I've heard about sending away for Philippine brides, but I've never heard about sending away for Canadian brides.
Canadian brides, yeah, you get them when they're young.
Alan, we're really going down a really bad path here.
Wrong rabbit hole here. Okay.
I always thought it was so clever that they had the Fox logo right down by the spittoon.
Yeah, I think that's cool. That's a Sodi book as well, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you actually probably have a pretty good Sodi collection because I've noticed a bunch of yours, and I'm like, oh, that's a Sodi book, and that's a Sodi book.
I've managed to accumulate them. This has the one about Cattle Kate, and she and her husband were basically strung up
Yeah.
for cattle rustling. They proclaimed their innocence, and they said, "Fair enough." Then they strung them up in a tree, and that was the end of them. But the way they portray her in here, it was how American womanhood was portrayed was what Wortham was against. And this one, he says, I'll kill you," or all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I was going through my boxes to pull out various books that I had in them from inside the safe, I found another copy of this one.
Oh, nice.
I have two of these now. I forgot I had this one. I had gotten this one before. And now I'm coming right to the end. Here we have Zago.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
It's
Underwater.
I just saw one of these. Someone wanted $700-800 for one of these.
Oh, really?
I certainly did not pay, and I thought mine looked a hell of a lot nicer than the one they were asking. So, and it wasn't even a best offer. It was a buy it. It was a buy it now, fully barbed and feathered.
Well,
good luck with that. And here's another Zago.
I think the previous one is the one I'm missing. I have that one.
They very conveniently never put the numbers on the covers, which is a drag. Here is Zegra.
Oh, by the way, on Paradise Island, you couldn't get married until you were 300. That sucks.
On Themyscira, whatever.
The Mascara, yeah.
And they didn't get married. They basically went and the Amazons went and they found men and they used them for what they could provide them. And then they kicked them to the curb, and then they went back to Amazon Island.
Yep.
And the actual Amazons would amputate one of their boobs so that they could use a bow and arrow.
The bow, yeah, better.
To shoot a bow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And here is another Zegra. I think her face looks like a guy's face.
It's just because I think the coloring, it kind of is a little bit off.
I don't know. Great stuff.
Mm.
And I think this might be I don't know which number this is. If this is I don't know what the numbering is on that.
That's the first issue, I believe.
That's the first one, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's issue number 2, though. I think it's called
Tegra
first.
One, yeah. And they said, no, marketing isn't good. Make it Zegra. Yeah. Zago and Zoot and Zegra.
Something about Z is more interesting, I think.
I think the gorilla he's rounding third on that one, dude.
Yeah, it looks like
and this is very Jack Kamen-ish cover, because always with the curved blade. Always with the curved blade.
Mm.
Same thing with this one. I think this is probably one of the best colors on the set. All of them were there at all four. All four were right there. So I just went boom, 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 boom.
And one disappeared from my cart. Nothing. Just go ahead. It was the first one there.
Okay. That's all the ones, those crummy ones. I got a whole bunch more crummy ones though.
Okay, good. So Biggie, do you have more to show, or do you want me to show some stuff?
I'm just hanging out, man. I was hoping that we might be able to get Bigby on here because he was on y'all's last show, and it was
I thought he was going to come out too. I sent him a link. He should come out, and I was kind of hoping.
Yeah, I was going to give him a hard time. It was going to be entertaining for me, but I'm having fun hanging out with you guys too.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to show some more stuff. I brought my I have a box of Good Girl comics, romance.
Sure.
Let it rip.
But for some reason, at the very top of the box, I have this book, which is this is like the March of Evil. And it's sort of like it's like a photo book? Like, I'll actually take it out, show you guys, because it's pretty crazy actually.
I've never seen it. I'm guessing Steppo don't have it. That
I don't. I do not.
It
the
is a
side
rare,
are like
rare book. This is
heavily
incredibly rare.
damaged. Must be like a very low census, like oddity kind of.
Yeah, it's like one of those, like maybe like 4 or 5 on the census.
Would it be like? Isn't the meter like a jewel meter or something? You know what I'm talking about, like a rarity.
Your Gerber number.
Oh,
So this is
50 cent, but it's still probably golden age, huh?
Oh yeah, no, it's right from the war, and it shows sort
Good
of like
God, that is cool.
it's like documents all like about the atrocities of the war.
Only guys with really dark brown eyes can actually see that cover.
Oh, okay, sorry. Can you see this stuff? Okay. 1 sec here. You got like Hitler doing his thing. And it also, I think it also documents about like, look, got the pictures
Oh
and then
no,
Hitler with his family or something. I don't know who the people are. And it shows
that's
like,
the most Nazi book I've ever seen in my life.
and
It's
like
awful. It's god awful.
it's like it shows all the atrocities. It's very unsettling.
Don't show anymore.
Yeah. But it gives you a sense of they documented a lot of it right after the war ended, right?
Oh yes, all of the deniers and all the people that said it didn't happen.
That's why they did that book.
One of my friends, a gal that I dated, then she married a good friend, one of my closest friends. They live up in Alaska. Her father was a photographer with one of the vanguard of the Americans that got there, and he took pictures for the military of what happened there for the Holocaust. I think he was there at Auschwitz, and he documented all this and what he did was he was concerned because he said, I wonder if they're going to try to cover this up. So he shot a hell of a lot more film that he never turned into them and developed them and had them so that if someone tried to say it wasn't real,
Yeah, they would have film. I've
and
seen
they
some of
turned
those
that
in my
over to
history
and my
classes.
friends, they turned all that stuff over to the Holocaust Museum, so they would have all that stuff from a guy that was actually her dad was actually there. Just
Okay.
it's beyond the pale.
On a lighter note, we got some romance books. I actually have 2 copies of this. I didn't realize I had 2 copies of this, but yeah. So high school
That's
romance.
a good one to have two of.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Then we got some more high school romance. I don't know. Then we got some LB Cole stuff, true to life romances.
Excellent.
And then this is Kinsler.
Everett Raymond Kinsler looks sort of like James West, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's romantic love. And then we got some more LB Cole.
Oh yeah.
Does he look like James Dean to you?
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I thought it was
Troy Donahue.
Okay. Well, I don't know who Troy Donahue is, so sorry. And then more LB Cole.
You mean Hercules cartoons, but you don't know Surfside 6?
No, I had no idea. I never.
Surfside 6. You could just YouTube it sometime.
Biggie,
Where
do you know
is
that
it?
show?
In Miami Beach.
No, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Warner Brothers.
Nobody
Warner
knows
Brothers
that.
show.
It's before our time. So this one isn't one of my lowest grade comics. This one is like Ben Eden. Like literally, somebody ate this book. But it's a great Matt Baker cover.
Damn.
I've seen 3 or 4 of those. I mean, at least 2 or 3 of those since you got that.
Yeah, and
yeah, I've really been tempted to buy one.
Even
in
a 0.5 grade, this goes for $200-300. So I picked this up for like 20 or 30 bucks. I was happy, even though it's like been.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna. It's just at least if you kind of do this, like if I frame it correctly, wait, like that. Oh, look how sharp it is. Right there. Look how sharp it is.
August 28th. August 28th it came out.
How do you know that? Where is it?
Because there's the date stamp on it.
Where's the dates?
Where's
the dates? I don't even see the dates. Oh, right here. Right there.
Next to her head.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, August 28th, probably 1940s or
Well, 48, 47, 48,
looks like,
49.
yeah, that's what I would guess. So yeah. And then we got High School Romance. I just like the sweater. Something about the sweaters appealing to me. So yeah. And then we got some more Matt Baker. This is Authentic Police Cases.
Oh yeah.
And then another Matt Baker. Some Teenage Temptations.
You covered all your bases, man.
Yeah. So this is like, she's like accusing her. This poor girl. And then I think this is Leah Elias or somebody like that.
Oh man.
First romance.
That's pretty pitiful looking. Daggone it.
Hmm. And then we got some Cowpuncher.
Oh, they're gonna burn her. They're gonna burn her
Yeah,
with.
he's like, he's about to brand the girl, and she's like,
Yeah.
Who's the cover on that one? Is that Ulmer?
I'm gonna guess Ulmer. Yeah, it looks like Al Ulmer. He did a lot of the Cowpunchers, so yeah. So I have a ton more to show, but I will.
Here, I'll pick up the ball.
Okay.
Here's a Miss America Atlas. This was a part of the from my Big B thing.
Atlas. Ooh.
That's nice.
Here's Miss Fury number 3.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
popular.
nice.
Very
I would
nostalgic.
really like to get that set, that run. Do you have the whole run?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
nice.
timely, right?
It's gone crazy, by the way.
Yeah, timely.
Yeah.
The prices on those books have gone really crazy, like $1,000 a point, kind of crazy.
Wow.
Mm.
Here's number 5.
Well, they're stunning, nostalgic covers. Like people know about these without even knowing.
This has the layout by Schomburg, but it was executed by Tarpe Mills.
Oh.
You can tell because who was the gal that created Miss Fury. Because if you look at these guys, they are stereotyped Japanese guys, but they are not the way that Schomburg drew them.
He would
But
do the buck teeth a bit
the
more.
layout is very, very Schomburg.
But why is it always like on mine? Like mine's been graded by CGC, and it says that it's like it doesn't mention her at all. It just mentions.
I know. I don't think that they pay close enough attention. They don't. I mean, for all the comics they have, I've made it a study. I've been studying Miss Fury for a while when I was putting together my run, but and it turns out I forgot, but I have a beautiful copy. This is issue number 6. This is a Schomburg cover. I have a graded copy of this too. I have I think it's 6.5 or something graded copy. Forgot I even had this one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Dupes of it, and how
I just
she's
like
kind
the
of
fact she's always swooping in, and you know,
very much, very, very Schomburgy. And I believe this is number 8. I don't know if this is the last one in the run, but this is the
I think so.
Number 8.
I think it was only 8 issues.
Yeah.
Is she always doing that, warping through the air?
Yeah,
she's always swarping. She swarps better than most.
Better than like a wasp warping, yes.
I think there's only one where I think she's climbing up a wall on one of them.
Number 2, and what she's doing is these guys with Nazis with hatchets are coming after her, and one guy's got a hook and he's cutting on her costume, trying to cut her. That I have that one. That one's a slab. I think it's a 5.5 or something. Here is Mitzi number 1.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's another one I like. I've been trying to get.
Kind of reminds me of Archie a little bit.
Yeah.
There are a lot of them are kind of ripoffs of Archie.
Here's Nellie the Nurse number 21.
Nilly. Ooh.
This is Marvel. I think you showed this one recently, Alan. Here is.
I think that's Satan's girl outfit inspired Miss Fury. Not sure.
Out of This World number 1.
Yes, I showed that a few recently, but I'm not
Mhm.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
where.
And here is another one I got from Bigby. Here's Patsy Walker. No, this was from
My comic shop.
and here's another Patsy Walker. The mother is saying to the father, "That television set has created a completely new interest for Patsy and Buzz. Look at that huge screen on that TV set. Must be 12 inches by 7 inches.
I know, like that's so funny.
1948, 49, maybe 1950. TVs back then they're tiny.
Mm.
Our first set was an RCA Victor. I'll never forget it. I have a picture of it. It's what it is really. And this is the one that we found out was very, very something fantastic.
Oh yeah, that turns out to be $1 billion comic.
It turned out to be a very, very valuable book.
Mm.
What's going on? I'm lost.
So
Police comics of this vintage.
and it's
Ryan and
really rare
Automatic.
to get them in high grade. So they go for a lot in high grade.
Oh,
Ryan from Automatic asked when he was saying that when Bigby had done a deal with me to get that Tales to Astonish 44. This was one of the books that was in trade, and we priced it. We couldn't find prices on it because it was a ghost. So I went down to 3 or 4 different ones that were close by in Police Comics. Several of them had nothing on the census, no pricing information whatsoever. And so we just came up with a price. And then when he was describing it, Bigby was describing it to Ryan. He says, "Oh my God, I just saw that, and it just had an auction where it was like $2,000 or $3,000 or something for this book."
oh, the first Wasp. It took me a minute.
Yeah,
It's not. No, it's not a first. No, yeah, you traded it for the first Wasp. Yeah.
yeah. This was one of the books for that. It was about a 7.5, 7-ish. Very nice copy, actually. I think there was some sort of a warehouse find of these because you do seem to see these quite often.
No, that's actually a rare book. But that's the accepted, or is that the star?
This is accepted.
So that's the reprint.
I know you would say that.
Okay, I'm just saying it's the reprint.
It's accepted. It's a reprint. It's
Just
a
in case
reprint.
anyone knows, anyone doesn't know, it's if it was original, it would say Star Publications at the top, Star Comics. But even those ones are actually fairly rare.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And this is the first feature book that is the standard size. It also is the first feature book by whatever the guy's name was, McKay, Donald McKay. It was the first one that had glossy cover. It was the first that was formatted regular comic book size. The others were bigger, and I think it was the first one that was a cover to cover of one character.
Yeah.
And it's the only Prince Valiant comic book that Harold Foster did.
I've been trying to get that book. I've lost 3 times on auction for that book.
And I looked for quite a while to get this, and I finally got it from Harley, but this was back, probably 2001 or something. I finally got a copy. The back cover of this is a pinup of this front cover. This Virgin. I mean, it's just this cover without the trade dress or any writing on it. It's really quite something. The cover is a new cover. So Harold Foster created this cover for the comic book. It reprints, though, the very first episodes from the Sundays, which is what he did for Prince Valiant, are reprinted on the inside, as far as it goes. And here is actually pretty nice shape. This is Rangers 42 with fire hair.
Oh yeah, nice.
And you know who did this, don't you, Alan?
That's what's his name? Maurice Whitman.
No.
No, really?
Mm-mm.
I can't see the face that well. So what's Oh, is it Bob Lubers?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just couldn't see the face, so I thought, yeah. Sorry.
Well, that's all right. And here's one other one that I had. I should probably put these in with the fiction houses. I have a box of Fiction House. So I went from T to R.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Nice. Well, you actually went up to Z and back to R, so
Oh yeah, I
pretty
had
Yeah,
good.
to.
you
I'm
were up
all
to
over the
Z at one
place.
point. Yeah,
I'm all over the place. Okay, that's my latest installment. I have lots more crummy books though.
I have a ton of crummy books to show
Yeah.
too. So.
Well, I was going to say some parting words before I had to take off. Junior went to sleep, but um,
You want to
I
see
had a
some
lot.
more crummy books?
I'm gonna hop in the chat, but I gotta quiet it down. It's time to shut shop down. But I was wanting to say that Collector Club's on Friday,
Yep,
and
next Friday.
yep, I'm gonna be introducing a couple new ideas, hopefully, and you could still go vote for me in Big B's battle. Big B did a fantastic job. He's currently leading in every category, just for everybody to know. And I'm trying to get some votes going, but I don't want to be out here like pushing it too hard because I don't want to get stuff too riled up. But I do want to say like Big B did an excellent job, and I'm proud of Ricky and the production they did, and I'm looking forward to seeing Alan and Steppo battle. It's going to be fantastic. So
And the next
Thanks,
battles
Biggie.
that we're gonna have to do, Biggie, is team ups where we take out other
teams,
wrestlers. Yeah, I think tag
oh
team
okay,
would be fun.
yeah, we could talk about it in the chat, or we'll figure it out on Friday. But that
Sounds
sounds
good.
No, I mean
absolutely.
not on Ricky's thing. I was thinking on Ricky's thing, but also
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, he told me about that. I mean, I'm not expecting to come back, but if I would come back, I would welcome it and be very happy to come back. So
I think really the goal was to introduce all the characters and then have them round robin each other.
okay, I didn't know everything. He did tell me that he was like
Because
he
it's
was helping
hard to
out.
schedule like a whole bunch of random people. It's better
He's
if you
got a
have
lot
your
on his
stable
It's
plate.
like
of
herding cats.
yeah, it's better if you have your stable of like contenders, right?
Stock players.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me on, Alan.
Oh
Always
yeah.
a pleasure, Steppo.
Anytime, anytime.
See
Thank
y'all
you
later,
for
man.
coming.
Nice to see you, buddy.
But okay, so I brought a few books,
All right,
but
it's gonna make you big.
I'm gonna make me big.
Okay.
So yeah. So a series that I'm really kind of getting into right now, and really I think it's got the cutest covers. Is Tessie.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, Tessie. I think this one's a really cute one. I'm gonna get on Monday. I'm getting my latest shipment from Stackery, and it'll have some more Tessie in it because I picked up
Very
a bunch
good.
of Tessie. Actually, it has my favorite cover of all of them in that's coming, so I'm super excited about that. But this one is, a cute one. She's like using her boyfriend as like a way to power herself, which is always fun. So yeah. And then we got Topper #1. I just think this is a great cover because you got the girl, in the bikini being all sexy, and he's not interested. He's like looking at the the ViewMaster to see the pretty girls inside. So I think that's
That was Rick Akers of who's very big dog with heritage, I think.
yes, he
I
showed this
bought
book
that.
actually.
I bought that book. That's one of his very favorite books. And when I got my copy from him,
Hmm.
he his copy. He
He actually showed this in a recent interview.
yeah,
I was like,
it's
oh,
one of
that's
his
really funny.
absolute favorites.
It's a funny cover.
Well, when I was a kid, and if you go on my Instagram, and I had this posted,
Hmm.
down in Seaside, Oregon, they have an arcade that's right down there by the turnaround, right there through the main town. It's very small, one main strip,
Hmm.
Broadway, and but when I was a kid, they still had the old machines like that where you would crank them with a handle.
Yeah, you cranked it and put like a nickel in or
You
something like
put a
that.
nickel, and then it had these cards that would wind up,
Yep.
and then you would go like that, and then it would be the moving picture from this big wheel of postcards,
Yeah,
basically.
if you actually, I've actually experienced that because at Disney World, one of the things in the Main Street section of Disney World is like little projectors of that where you can flip it and see like, you know, old slides and
Well,
stuff.
these literally were from the 1920s, and they had stuff like the Grand Canyon. They had like
Yep.
Crater Lake, but then they had one Dance of the Seven Veils,
Oh
and of
wow.
course, and so I remember dropping my Buffalo nickel into it,
Hmm.
and I started cranking the thing up, and then once you get to the top, well, then the light bulb goes on, and then it's very bright, and then you start cranking the thing, and this really kind of dumpy, fat looking gal comes,
Nickelodeons, yes.
yeah, comes wandering out, and then she starts doing this sort of this hoochie coochie dance,
Hmm. And
and
then
then she
removing the
starts
veils and throwing them
removing the
off.
veils. Well, the
Yep.
veils were they almost look like burlap. But anyway, so she's throwing these veils off, getting closer and closer, and then at the very end, the very last card, she
Hmm.
pulls off, and then she bends over, and then it's her fanny, and that's the Dance of the Seven Veils. It's just one card at the very end, and it took
Hmm.
me 3 nickels to try and make sure that I could see, because I'm slowing it down, and then after the last card comes up, the
Hmm.
light goes out, so you can't see it. You can't see any more inside. But
Hmm.
it had a pewter visor that
Yeah, I've seen those.
had velvet on the inside of it. So when you put your head into it, it was this beautiful velvet to be against your face.
Hmm.
It was like an oak box that was stained with a pewter handle that had a pewter arm that
Yeah.
had a wood handle, very ornate, with a big thing up on the top, a big ornate crown up at the top that had a picture of the Dance of the Seven Veils, and you could take it
Hmm.
out and you would put different pictures in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But along with the pinball machines and the skee ball and air hockey and all that stuff, scattered around the perimeter of this arcade were these Nickelodeons, and they still had them
Okay.
because you could get quarters, nickels, and dimes. And when you're down to nickels, then you'd always go looking for the
Yeah, you got to
Nickelodeons
find
to be
something
able
to
to
do.
burn
Yeah.
them to burn them up. So
Yeah,
anyway, I
that's
didn't.
cool.
But I wrote about that whole story when I showed that topper.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. He's got the girl that Fritzy Ritz is beautiful, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
he's glomming on the good girl in the Bathing Beauty.
There it is. And she looks, and I mean, it's a really great good girl too.
It's a great good girl cover.
So yeah, okay, I'm gonna show some more, and then I'll let you show some. And then
Okay,
so then we got Tessie,
nice.
and I love this one because she's just casually walking by, but there's the beauty contest in the background, and all the judges are checking her out. I think that's funny. And then I don't know why this is mixed in, but we got Punch Comics, nice bondage cover, and the Punch Comics is a really weird title, because you got crime ones, you got these superhero. This is a superhero one where this guy, he has kind of these like almost like Cyclops. He's like got this weird laser eye. He kind of beams down on the bad guys.
Who is the hero? Do you know?
I forgot his name. No, I don't remember his name. I used to know. I think it's like Cyclopsy. It's something like that. It's like some weird name like that. Um,
What are the boxes underneath the trade dress? What do those say? Where it says Punch Comics, what does it say on the lower left?
World's Greatest Comics.
I see.
So
There
if
you
you ever
go.
want to know what the world's greatest comics is,
It
it's
says
Punch
right on the
Comics.
cover.
It says right on the cover. Actually, this I didn't realize this one's actually higher grade than I thought it was. I didn't realize. I thought it was a
It was
low
R.
grade.
Shelton's book.
It's R. Shelton's book, but and then we both have this one. I think we bought it around the same time too.
Yep.
Like inside is not so great, but
No, the cover's good though.
the cover is really awesome. I really like the cover.
Her
Um,
breasts are in bondage.
yeah, her boobs are all tied up, and it's a really cool. I like these funky little guys too, and
It's
but
a
there's
one shot, isn't it? I think
yeah,
there's
it
only
is a one
one.
shot. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. It's a one shot.
Gem
Probably
one
be,
and done.
probably because the interiors were terrible, and it's John Gunter who did the art.
John Gunter or Junta?
I think it's
Giunta is John Junta.
no, is it GI? It looks like I thought it was Gunter. Gunter.
Okay, I guess it is. I guess okay. I'll because John Junta is one that did was in the '60s as well.
Oh, and maybe it's Junta. I don't know. It looks like. Okay, I'm gonna call upon the people with better eyesight than me. Is that a GUI?
Let me see if they have if they attribute that in the
Oh,
Grand
okay. So
Collector comment bit.
yeah, no, it's Ginta. So it looked. I sorry, I thought it was Gunter. I just can't read it. Like it's really small. Okay, so it's John Ginta. Okay, sorry, I didn't know. Okay, I thought it like I couldn't read the
It's
little
it's
handle.
it's Gem Comics 1, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he somebody told us what it is. It's John Ginta. It is Ginta. It's just hard to read because of the way it's written. Master Key, I guess, is the name of the hero in Punch 18. So wow. Okay, thank you. Wow, we're getting so much knowledge from
It's
the
John
from the
Junta. Giunta. John Junta, and it's signed.
it's Junta, yes.
It's
Somebody
John
just
Junta.
yes, they wrote that.
Okay.
Huh?
I guess I couldn't I don't speak Canadian.
I said no, I said it wrong, and then somebody corrected me, and I said that they corrected me. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, audience. Um, this is a cow puncher. I'm not even sure who did this. Do you know who did this cover?
No. Which number is it?
It's number 5, cow puncher number 5.
Who does it
I
look
should
like? Who does it look like? Does it look like Cayman?
no, no, definitely not Cayman. Doesn't look like Cayman at all.
Okay, Cowpuncher.
Number 5. If it's Cayman, I'll feel really lame, but it doesn't look like his style.
Cowpuncher, Avon. Well, of course. Guess who it is?
Al Ulmer?
Al Ulmer.
That was my other guess. Okay, so I guessed right at the end. That's cool. I love Al Ulmer stuff. He's really underrated.
I think
Then,
so.
yeah, and then we got some LB Cole. You picked this one up too, right?
I did indeed before you.
Yeah, I
And
think you picked up
that
my.
was one. Mine is a slabbed 3.5,
Yeah, I
and
picked up
I
this.
swiped it out of your cart,
Yeah,
and you started crying. It was really wonderful. I enjoyed it.
it was quite a sad day. It was a sad day. Yeah, that was in my cart. I was actually going to check it out the next day, believe it or not. So,
No,
no, I was actually. It was in my
I believe you.
active cart. So then we got some more LB Cole. This is Popular Teenage Loves.
Are those bugs or leaves up there?
Those are okay. So you got right up here. It's like the what's it called? The bell, the lights. The
Yeah,
lights that they put, and then
party
up
lights.
here, party lights, and then you got this is like leaves off the tree. So
Okay,
Popular
but above the trade
Teenagers
dress, so
Love.
those are all leaves. Are above where it says love? Are all those leaves or bugs?
Why would you think what bugs? Are you saying bugs?
I don't know. They must
No,
be leaves.
they're leaves. I don't
Okay.
no. Yeah, I don't think they're bugs. That'd be really weird. Okay, no, they're not bugs. So that's number 22. And then this one, I don't know why, but every time I see this book, it goes for crazy price. I got it for cheap, so I was quite happy. Mitzi's Boyfriend, number 5.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, oh,
And there you someone calling you?
no, my internet just went weird. That was weird. My internet just sort of popped off for a second there. Oh, so somebody else was saying that Jack Kamen or Jack Karen. For which one? For the
No, that other one
this one?
that's Al Ulmer for sure. That's his style.
That was my guess too. So yeah.
That's
Um,
the Grand Collector's Database said that is Ulmer.
I sort of use Grand Comics Database as the definitive answer usually. Oh, Cayman for the cow.
Cowpuncher?
Really? Are you sure it's for the cover? I could see interior. Check again.
I will.
So this is Cowpuncher number 5. Okay, so maybe it is Cayman. It doesn't look like Cayman to me.
It looks to me like Al Ulmer.
Cowpuncher, okay, so Cowpuncher 2 is Cayman, but number 5 is Ulmer. Okay, so Cowpuncher number 2 is Cayman. Do I have Cowpuncher number 2? Oh, okay, this is Cayman, is what they're saying.
Yes, that is Cayman.
Yes, yes. Oh, we said it was Ulmer.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, so
You're
okay.
right.
You're right. You guys got us. Aha. Okay. So this is Cayman, I guess. This actually looks kind of his style
It is
too.
Cayman. It looks
Yeah,
Cayman.
it looks Cayman-y. This is Al Ulmer. Okay.
That's correct.
Yeah, so this is okay. We messed up. We messed up. So yes.
And you know when that book, the Cowpuncher that Ulmer did, the number 5,
No, what?
it came out on December 7th, 1948.
Okay, wow. Is that there's some special date about that
Well,
or
Pearl Harbor.
Oh, okay. See, you're American. You get into
Well,
all
I
that.
mean, it's just December 7th was Pearl Harbor Day. This is 48, not 41.
Yeah,
But
41.
December 7th is Pearl Harbor Day.
Oh, okay. So you guys
I'm gonna leave this up because I've had to reopen this about 4 times now. So
yeah, leave it up so that we can
I
get
will.
them. And then here's some Patsy Walker, low grade copy, but still I really like this one. I've been trying to get like a little run of Patsy Walker. I think I have issues 1, 2, and 3 now, and maybe up to 5 issues of Patsy Walker. So yeah, and another series that I'm trying to get all of them, G.I. Jane.
How you should be pretty close to being done on that,
I'm
aren't you?
missing 2 or 3 issues. Yeah, 2 or 3 issues left.
It's a cute run.
Yeah, and then we got another Patsy Walker number 6. So I actually have a pretty good run of Patsy Walker the first few issues.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a nice one. I paid $25.
Wow. That's a deal.
But you can see it's missing pages. So it's
Incomplete.
yeah,
Okay.
it's an incomplete book. So it is what it is. But I bought it because of the cover.
Well, the cover's good. I
yeah,
love
it's
it.
a really nice cover. So and then Millie and the Model. And this is
Much
actually
later.
yeah, this is much later. This is Silver Age. I think this is actually the first appearance of these guys. What's it called? The Groovy Gears or something like that. Yeah, Groovy Gears or something like that. I don't know who they are. I think it's the Groovy Gears, something like that.
It says it right there.
Yeah, no, it says right here, and it says here on the thing. So I think it was Groovy Gears.
We call them drums.
Yes, the drums. Thank you. You guys you're still not getting over that Hercules thing. Okay. And then we got some Kathy. This is Kathy 26. This is another Silver Age one.
Look at
And
the
this is
bouffant hairdo.
You know what's
Early
interesting?
60s.
This is like Stan Lee and Stan S. Lee and Stan G. Who's Stan G?
I don't know.
But I imagine it's Stan Lee was writing in it. He didn't do much art. But yeah, I don't know. So that's my little haul of books.
All right, I'm ready to go. I've gone. I went down to the beginning of R.
Okay.
And here is Screwy, but it's in beautiful condition. Regular Fellers Heroic Comics. And the thing about this one, the guy that is in blue, Aquaman or whatever, looks like he's got a nipple ring.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But all it is it's the cork from the canteen to let Hydro-Man out because he's on fire, and that's Hydro-Man or whatever that's come out.
Oh, okay.
To this, it's just it's just a really bizarre. It's really a thick book too. It's really, really. like 68, 70. I mean, it's like, it feels like it's bigger than 68 pager. It's a big one. Here is Rusty. It's kind
Oh,
of
I
cute.
like those. Yeah, those rusty ones are nice.
And here's the Rusty that you have that I just got from.
My comic shop. Oh, oops.
I like that cover.
Yeah, I know, it's a fun one.
This one was also from That Which Shall Not Be Named, The Bell. But this is Saddle Justice number 7. And I just, the grade on this is just a high grade copy. And she is a big girl. And I think the last time I showed this, I said that she looked like Jane Russell. And I started to talk about something else. And some young guy in the chat said, "Who's Jane Russell?"
Yeah.
And I felt so old. And I says, Jane Russell? Okay, well, all right.
I mean, you know, not many people would know Jane Russell nowadays. I mean, you know, even my generation, you know, weren't really into Jane Russell, right?
Well, Yvonne DiCarlo, how's that? Lily Munster, how's that?
Yes.
She's
Again, she's not my generation.
but Yvonne DiCarlo, okay, fine.
Because no, they'd be like, people would know them in the
Old,
50s and
old.
60s, right?
Yes, well,
Right.
40s, 50s,
But
and
I'm like, I'm born, like, I'm old-ish.
you're 50
And
what? 50.
I'm 51.
51.
Yeah, and I'm 1970s. So anything like before 1970 is like the time before time.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Ancient
Yeah, yeah.
dinosaurs.
Yes. Exactly. So yeah. Oh wow. Okay, that's a nice one too.
This is I believe this is LB Cole.
Maybe. Maybe. Has that
It's Top Love. Does it say the
he
company?
usually signs his books. So
Oh, it's LB Cole. It's
yeah.
signed LB Cole, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right here.
It looks like his stuff.
Yeah, it's LB Cole. It's signed right there in the green, right there. LB Cole. She looks so like Doris Day.
Mm.
I don't know who Doris Day is.
They probably don't.
She's probably Canadian.
Actually, is she?
No. She put on this sort of prissy. She did a movie called Pillow Talk with Rock Hudson, and she's this goody two shoes and what have you. But she was a band singer in the 40s, and she actually was a singer for.
I know who Doris Day is, but I
She
thought she was
was
Canadian.
no, she's not Canadian. She was a dancer, but she got in a car crash, and then she couldn't dance like she used to. But she was a good singer, and she really could put a song over. And she was the band singer for. Have you ever heard of a guy named Harry James?
No.
I give up. Never mind.
Sorry.
Sensation Comics number 45.
These kids, get off my lawn, right?
Well, your lack of it's all right. I'm older. I groove
It's just
on
a different generation. I don't know some of the stuff. Some of it I know, and some of it I
well,
don't.
that's good. That's good. But this is another one from Big B.
HG Peter. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And here's another.
I like his stuff now. I've really gravitated to him.
Well, as soon as I could get my head around the fact that it's fantasy, because it is all about fantasy, and it's about.
Thanks, Biggie. Thanks.
Here's Skyman number 3, and this is again by Ogden Whitney, and he actually signed the cover.
He signed it, yeah.
Ogden Whitney.
I have that one too. I think I got that as a FOMO from you.
Oh, okay. This one I just got here recently.
That you got as a FOMO for me. So we balanced out. That's coming in the mail on Monday. That's another book that I'll be.
Oh, you mean I have the book first then?
Yeah, you got it first.
Very
mine's
good.
Graded though, and mine's prettier.
Okay.
It's joking. Actually, I think yours is higher grade, believe it or not. I think mine's like a 2 something or 3.
I think this was a 4, 4 or 5,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. Okay, so Doris Day is from Cincinnati, which is kind of like Canada because it begins with a C. So
I see.
yeah,
I
that's how it
see.
works. That's how it works.
Costa Mesa. It sounds like Canada. It starts like Canada.
All Canadian places. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Undercover Girl number 6.
I almost picked up that book recently, but the guy wanted some crazy price for it.
You
I
know,
don't know.
this book, I got this. I believe that I got it from the place.
Hmm.
I got it from that.
Hmm.
And it was not terribly expensive. And I had seen at least 2 issues, 2 copies of this book in much lower grade with pieces missing. And it was at least twice as expensive, both of them, than this one, what I
Yeah,
got from them.
I
And
just don't
this
want
is
to
a
pay
nice
big money for
copy.
it. Yeah.
Matter of fact, when I posted this, Michael Night Tiger said that he'd never seen this book in one piece before because he'd seen it several times in his travels. And it was, they're always just, there's hunks missing. I have no idea why, but this is in really, really nice
Yeah,
condition.
it's a sharp book. That was actually, the first time I saw that book actually was Joe that showed it to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish he would join us. I don't know why he's so exclusive these days.
Yeah, I agree, Biggie.
I'm with you. You have seen this one before.
And that you FOMO'd off me. I'm actually trying to get the run. Actually, Night Tiger, speaking of Night Tiger, has a pretty good collection of Sugar Bowl. He has like 2 or 3 issues.
I have just the 2.
Yeah, me too.
And I think this is the one that you didn't have.
Yeah, no, I have that one.
This is
I
in
have both of
very,
them.
very nice condition. This one, this white cover. I mean, it's a unicorn. It's a survivor. It's
It's
funny
nice.
how some books, that just survive better. They just their storage and the conditions under which they were kept. They are survivors. So, and then of course this one.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah.
And this is a big book.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big it was until it arrived. I mean, it's so thick. It's like
It's 3 full-length copies in one.
I'm not sure if it'll work, but can you show the edge? Just it's so thick. It's like incredibly thick. Yeah, it's hard to see. It is
It's
a
a
really
strange tale. And you see it says 100 pages.
so mine is a graded copy, and it's just the slab is like twice as thick as a normal slab. It's like
This particular copy is really, really a sharp edges.
mm,
Um, I mean, this is like at least a 7 or an 8. The spine is perfect.
nice.
The spine is perfect on this.
Yeah, it's a square bound, so that's actually saying a lot.
And if they're glued, so
Yeah.
now, Alan, I don't want to hold you up too late because it's 9, 10. It's after 11 on your side.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
happy to.
actually gonna wrap up.
Okay, because I don't want to hold you out too late here, and I think we've shown so many crummy books tonight.
We've shown too many crummy books. And why am I like so all of a sudden really low?
So you have to tilt your camera.
No, but why? All of a sudden I think it's just my camera doing that to me.
I'd like to congratulate you on that too.
I'm like really tiny now.
Hey, listen, when I was sitting next to Bigby right here,
No, it's like
my God, it was like I was like Vicini and he was Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just kind of going, hi,
Oh well. So yeah. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks
Sure,
everyone
thank
for
you.
watching. And my video tomorrow won't drop at the normal time. It's gonna drop, I think, at around like 12:30 your time. So 12:30 Pacific.
Okay, so
Or
3:30 your time.
3:30 my time. So and it's live. So hopefully that goes well. I have never met this guy before, so hopefully
Well,
it goes well.
I would just urge you to write your questions down and don't just wing it. Write your
Oh no,
questions
no,
down.
I have my preset questions that I'll ask you
Okay.
and stuff. So it's pretty straightforward for me. But I like to have a little bit of free roam a bit too as well.
Free roam.
Um, yeah, and
Free range thought.
free range thought. Yeah,
Fair enough. Along with the
um,
chickens.
the chickens, of course.
Yes, of course.
So, and then yes, that's the big thing happening tomorrow.
Well, Alan, then Monday, since today is Friday, on Monday, our challenge, our
Yeah.
show drops, where the
Yes,
warmonger takes on Judah Man.
yes, and may the best martial arts.
See, the gods are telling you not to.
Yes, it's
You
like
throw you
it's like
throw shade on me. You
throw
throw shade
shade,
on
and
me,
then
and the
it's just
gods
like
reach down, and they'll just pluck you right out and leave me here.
the gods of the internet gods are like,
The internet
sorry.
gods is going, "You make us mad."
I just can't win. Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh,
It was
okay.
fun.
Good hanging out with you. Bye
I'll
for now.
see you.